Here are 8 more tips in the new update to make the game 100 times easier. Alright guys, so here are 8 new tips in the new update to make your playthrough a lot easier. Some of these are even glitches or bugs that have not been patched. So for the first tip, we're going to be heading over to the new Sakajimura Island, and I will show you guys how to get unlimited skill fruits really easily. Alright, so what we're going to do is head over to a skill fruit tree on this island. These are at chords -680 and 187. There's also one around here, so there is a ton of these new little trees on this island. What you're going to want to do is actually place a base at one of these trees, and that is because when your pal picks these fruits, they actually regen after a little bit, which means you can just sit here AFK and let your pals pick all of these fruits to get the best moves in the entire game. Now, this isn't the whole tip. We have something that makes it double as fast, but remember guys, the newer areas have the newer fruits, so you want to set this up either at the Sakajimura Japanese island or the new island on the bottom. You don't want to be making these in like the regular areas or the spawn areas because they will have worse fruits than over here. Now, once you're here on this island, what you're going to want to do is catch this boss right here, Knock'em, or you can get him through breeding or any other ways, but the easiest way is to go catch him over there. And once you place him at your base, you're going to see something very surprising. This base specifically with the trees with the fruits. If you put him down at the base, you can see there's only 3 fruits right there, and I have nothing in this chest, but when he goes and picks them, it is going to be a completely different story. Alright, he was a little busy, but he's picking the fruits now. There you go, just like that. And when he transports them to the box, you're expecting to see 3 fruits, but there's actually going to be 6 fruits here. That's because of his abilities. He gets double the amount of fruits for every single one he picks. So if you just let him AFK for a while, he's going to pick the fruits here, and then they're going to regen, and he's going to keep picking them, and he gets 2 for every single one he picks. So in the meantime, while you're just sitting here mining or doing other stuff on your world, this guy will be collecting you unlimited skill fruits, and all of your pals can be completely maxed out. Next up, we have an XP bug slash glitch. I'm going to make this one very fast because I've made a ton of videos on it already and a lot of people have already seen it. But if you get a Mimog in the little hanging trap and you do unlimited damage to him, you can actually get unlimited XP very quickly. Now you might be wondering how this works because it just looks like normally killing the pal in the trap, but if you put on a Rain of Mercy and hit him over and over and over and over again, and then finish him off with a torch, the game will actually bug out and give you XP based on how much damage you did, rather than just one pal that you killed, which it's supposed to do. So if you put on the Rain of Mercy, if you put a pal in the trap and then you attack the pal for millions and millions of damage, making sure it never dies, and then at the very end just hitting him with a torch and letting him burn to death, you will get XP for all the millions of damage you did, rather than only one pal that you killed like it's supposed to work. This is probably going to get patched soon, and I've been doing it a ton, so if you're going to do this little bug slash glitch, I recommend you do it soon. We have some more XP tips later, but for now we're going to talk about food real quick. We all know the basic one where food has a little timer at the bottom left, but if you just sort your inventory, that timer will completely reset, making the food last for unlimited amounts of time. But did you know if you have this little guild chest in your base, you can actually put food inside of here and it will never expire. It will just sit there forever, and it's way better than like the refrigerator or freezer or any of the other items to keep your food fresh, because this will just keep it fresh for an unlimited amount of time. One other thing I do to keep my pals working 24/7 that has to do with food is I actually give them jam filled buns. All you have to do to cook these is have 1 flour and 2 red berries, and it gives them an insane amount of sand, making them sleep less and work way harder and not get tired. This is definitely the best, cheapest, and fastest way to make your pals work faster and harder at your base. So if you're feeding them regular berries or any other kind of food that only gives them a little bit of sand, I highly recommend you translate that and switch over to the jam filled buns. Now this one is going to be for gold and a little bit of XP. Everyone knows that if you kill slash catch the black marketeer, he will actually give you gold, but Did you know if you catch him and put him at your base, you can just buy the pals from him and it will give you XP. You can't really tell because I'm already level 60, but you can see it will rank up my pals at the right. And if you ever run out of pals or you want different pals, you can just put him back in the box and then take him right back out and his pals will completely reset. That means if you have unlimited or a lot of gold, you can just sit here and take him in, out, keep buying his pals and get an unlimited amount of XP, and that's not even including the huge amount of gold that you get when you kill him / catch him over and over again. Now this one is kind of unknown but really easy to do. You get XP for going to all of the places you already went in one of the last updates. So I'm going to go ahead and just go to a few of the places I've already been to before, and you can see I get area discovery XP. Now this doesn't work for every single area, it only is supposed to work once for every area, but they reset it a few updates ago. So you guys can see I'm already getting XP for going to places where I've already been before. So if you guys know some areas that you haven't been to in a while, all you have to do is fast travel to them and you should get a bunch of new area XP location achievements. There we go. I just got like 300,000 XP and all I did was take a few seconds and fast travel to some places that I haven't been to in a while, but I've already unlocked their locations, so it's really quick. Now this one has been known about for a while too, but if you're fighting some bosses and you're using your pal ability, you can see from my jet Ragon I have this cool little missile ability. All I have to do is use his ability and it has run out, as you can see in the bottom of the screen. But if I just go ahead and drop my jet Ragon and then pick him back up, I can just use his ability again unlimited amount of times. So if you guys are in a hard boss battle and you just want to abuse your ability, all you have to do is drop your pal on the ground, re-pick him back up, and his ability will be completely reset. Now, a lot of people already knew about that, but did you know about this cool little underwater glitch base? I'll show you guys how to get in it right now. The location is at where we were earlier, right over here at waterfalls at chords -672.06. So what you're going to want to do is go to this little waterfall area right here. You can see we were here earlier to place down our base for the little skill fruits. We're just going to go down here. It's very easy to get to this little glitch area. It might take a little bit of work because sometimes, like with all bugs, it kind of bugs out, but if you just go straight into the waterfall and then back up a little bit and find yourself in this rock, you can just move around a little bit and it's very easy to get into this little glitched area. And then when you get under the water, you're going to see this invisible wall. All you have to do is just climb up on the left on this little wall right here, and you should be able to just go straight over it. There you go, and climb into this cool little area. So nobody can come down here. There is a little invisible wall up above your head, but it's a really cool base location and you can see the water right above you. So again, in case you didn't catch that, all you have to do is go to the bottom of the waterfall. It might take you some practice, but this is one of the easier glitches in the game, so it should only take you a few tries. All you have to do is walk straight into this waterfall. It should glitch you up after a few tries, just like that, and then all you have to do is back up a little bit and you're going to be in the wall, and you can just climb through these little rocks, go to the left, climb up, and you'll be in this really cool base location. So again, the chords that we're at is -660 and 207. It is very easy to get in here. I recommend you build a base down here before it gets patched because it's definitely one of the coolest areas in the game.